Previously on MasterChef Australia.
Thousands of amateur cooks applied, but only a few ended up where you're sitting.
The search for the country's next MasterChef began in Melbourne.
You've got everything to win and everything to lose on this one.
And while 18 amateur cooks earned a place in the top 24,
I've got the apron. Unbelievable.
12 hopefuls were given a second chance to prove their passion.
Now that I've got another opportunity to cook, nothing can stop me now.
Tonight,
knowing that there's only 6 more aprons left, it makes me want it even more.
these 12 will have to prove their skills to Australia's French culinary giant, Jacques Ramond.
You think this is a duck à l'orange. This is very wrong.
With the final 6 aprons on the line, the stakes have never been higher.
This is a big deal, you know, this is your last chance.
To have it just there and not get it would be absolutely gutting.
Today is a French invention test. We're going to the South Melbourne market to get all the ingredients. We have 30 minutes to shop and $100 to spend.
Fruit shop. South Melbourne market. Unbelievable. Colours everywhere, beautiful produce, a great variety. Parsley. The stakes are incredibly high and so is the pressure.
Can I get some of that beautiful pork belly of yours, that organic pork belly?
I'm Mindy. I'm a physiotherapist from Brisbane, Queensland. With my dad being in the Air Force, I moved around a lot as a child, so everywhere we went, we had a different food experience. And that really became, I guess, the building blocks for my love of food as well.
Thank you.
Knowing that there's only 6 more aprons left, it makes me want it even more.
Where's my fish?
If I mess it up, it's bye-bye Yukio for me. But I'm very confident that I'm gonna get the apron today.
Oh, thank you so much. Fish is down there.
My dish is going to be a marriage between Japanese cuisine and French cuisine.
I'm looking for a rice cooking wine, the sake.
And I'm hoping it's not gonna be a divorce by the end of the time.
I need some Rockford, about 200 grams.
Can I get some fish, please? Today I'm making a bouillabaisse, which is a fish soup. So it's really good that there's a lot of really fresh fish here, and it's all local. Let's do some salad. My name's Kath. I'm the director of the Hawkesbury Regional Gallery and the Hawkesbury Regional Museum. I think to be able to incorporate my love of art, my love of history with food and cooking would just be a dream come true. Really fabulous. Ta-da! What do you reckon, Al?
I don't think I've ever had better ribs. Perfect.
Can I get a couple of duck breasts? So I'm doing a duck à l'orange, and I was hoping to find some duck liver, but I'm going to get some chicken liver just in case I can't find the duck liver. My name is Mario. I'm an automotive detailer from Melbourne. I've been in the automotive industry for about 20 years now, and as much as I do love it, it's not that fulfilling. And I love cooking, so why not, for the rest of my life, do something that I actually enjoy?
$14 for the lot, okay?
Beautiful. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Theo, can we have some glucose, please?
Today's probably one of the biggest days of my life. If I can get an apron into the top 24, who knows how far I'll go. This is former contestant Marion, and she's done exactly what I want to do. She's gone and made a name for herself, so hopefully I'll be the next Marion.
How can half an hour of shopping be so stressful?
It's the end of my shop. I've got everything that I need. I can't believe that 30 minutes felt like an hour workout at the gym. Now we're off to cook at Monvanet, which is an artist retreat northeast of Melbourne.
As I'm walking into Monvanet, I can't believe the amazing setting that we're in. It's almost like a French chateau, and it's a perfect place for this French invention challenge. But I'm absolutely freaking out. I'm so nervous about what we've got to do today.
Guys, welcome to Monvanet. This is Australia's oldest artist colony, just outside Melbourne. And I think a perfect setting for your final chance to cook.
There's 12 of you standing before us, and only 6 of you can go through to that top 24. To claim one of these 6 aprons, you're going to have to triumph in today's ultimate French cooking challenge.
French is something that I'm not too familiar with. I like eating French. I can't say I've ever cooked French.
We want you to succeed, and we want you to succeed wonderfully, and that's why we've given you advantages I don't think we've ever given anyone before. You know it's a French challenge. We've given you a masterclass, we've learnt French techniques. There is something you don't know, and it's something that's going to ramp up the pressure dramatically on this challenge.
Great.
You are going to be judged, not just by the 3 of us, but by one other person. Someone who for 27 years has held the top ranking for a restaurant in the Good Food Guide. A man who is synonymous with not only great French food, but great modern French food. A man who's set his own culinary stamp on Australia. Please welcome Jacques Ramond.
We're in trouble.
Good morning. I'm Jacques Ramond, and I'm the owner of Jacques Ramond Restaurant. I have been a professional since I'm 16.
Who's rolled the bread today?
What is important in cooking is not to deteriorate the natural flavor of the ingredient that you want to highlight. Don't make a confusion, make a nice fusion of it.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Oh.
What I expect from you is to respect 3 things. One is the French technique. The second one, you will have to respect the main product that you are using. And thirdly, in French cuisine, there is always a sauce.
I could listen to Jacques Ramond's French accent all day, every day. I get a bit swoony.
The name Montsalvat comes from Arthurian legend. It's where the Holy Grail was said to be hidden. You're at Montsalvat now. This here is your Holy Grail. This is what you're looking for.
You fired up?
Oh, yes.
You ready to go?
Yes.
Well, let's get cooking some seriously beautiful French food. You got 90 minutes. Go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm standing on the balcony and it's a massive relief not to be cooking today. It's a small room, it's hot, and everyone looks pretty stressed to start out with.
Today I'm doing a roast belly of pork. I'm doing seared scallops, a cauliflower puree, and a brandy apple sauce.
I think my main challenge is probably going to be making sure that my pork belly is super crisp on top, because no one wants soggy kind of skin. That's just horrible.
The French dish I'm cooking today, it's a take on a traditional French salad. So I've sort of separated the dish and I'm making a walnut and roquefort tart, and then I'm making a whitloaf and poached pear salad. The pressure point for me is a pastry, actually getting to a point where it's blind baked properly before you add the filling.
The French dish I'm cooking today is called a pissaladière. It's a type of French pizza that's covered with some cooked down onion, and then it's covered in herbs and beautiful anchovies and Niçoise olives. You've got to be very careful with your salt, otherwise it's just going to be horrible.
Yukio.
Yes.
This is Jacques.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What are you doing today?
Excuse my French, it's not very good. I'm making a red snapper papillon avec luteed scallops.
Okay, what is luteed scallops?
I'm gonna cover the shell with a pastry that I made, and I'm gonna cook it with a soy bois noisette. And it's a combination of French sauces with Japanese flavor.
Okay, now you're going to cook this fish in papillote. What are you going to use for that?
I'm going to do like julienne of these vegetables, so it's very fine. And I'm gonna put it underneath, so it's only to complement the dish rather than to overpower.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm pretty nervous. This is probably one of the most important dishes I've ever cooked, and I'm at a pretty critical stage in piping the macarons, so I'm shaking a fair bit, so hopefully I can just get them all piped really nicely.
Emma, what are you cooking?
I'm cooking macarons with a salted caramel filling and raspberry coulis.
What do you make with the filling? What is it?
I put sugar, water, a bit of glucose to make it caramel, and then I add some cream, and then I mix that together, and then I add salt flakes to that.
Jack, a couple of tips to help Emma on her way.
Your filling will make the macaron a winner.
Yeah.
Don't put too much salt.
Yeah.
The caramel, do not have it too runny.
Yeah, cool.
I look forward to that.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, Emma.
Faites attention, contestant. C'est votre dernière chance. Allez!
What Gary just said was attention, because this is your last chance. You've got 60 minutes to go.
Come on, guys. Pressure's on.
So, Kat, what are you making?
I'm making a bouillabaisse with riz and a choux pastry biscuit as well.
Good. So how did you make this bouillabaisse?
I made the bouillabaisse with some snapper heads, with tomatoes, the classic leeks, carrots, crab, saffron. There's an orange peel in there, some fennel seeds.
Now, the bouillabaisse, why do you put it into a food processor?
To get the maximum amount of flavour out of it.
This is very wrong.
Is it?
What you happen here, you see these beautiful juices?
Yep.
You taste that and you taste that. This is murky, this is very subtle. Very subtle, you can taste the fish, you can taste your crab, everything in there. Why don't you stop now and finish this as I told you. This, don't bother about it.
Okay.
Try.
I will.
Try, let me know.
Merci beaucoup.
If you want that Holy Grail, if you want that apron, you've got to do it within the next half an hour. Only 30 minutes more to go.
So what I'm seeing today are 12 nervous home cooks fighting it out for the last 6 spots in the MasterChef kitchen. And I'm seeing some amazing food put up there. Some people are obviously putting themselves way outside their comfort zones.
Mario?
Yes. What are you cooking, Mario?
I'm doing a duck à l'orange.
A duck à l'orange?
Yes.
Oh, whole
Yep.
duck?
No, just the breast. And then I'm doing some steamed root vegetables.
Yes.
And some pate, which is going to be covered in an orange toffee.
So how are you going to make this breast?
I'm making a sauce at the moment, which is reducing at the moment.
And what is in there?
Which is orange juice, champagne, some Grand Marnier, some vegetable stock, and at the end I'm going to stir in some butter. And then I'm pan frying the duck just to get the skin crispy, and then putting it in the oven for about 8 minutes just to finish it off.
And you think this is a duck à l'orange? Or is it just roasted duck breast with
an orange
reduced
sauce?
orange juice? What do you reckon?
Sure. I'll do my best.
Good. Avoid too much butter in the sauce.
Okay.
That's your enemy.
Just a little bit.
How you going, Mindy? All right?
Yeah, not too bad at the moment.
It's a French challenge.
Yeah.
What's French about your dish?
I wanted to use scallops and I wanted to use pork. Like, I love those in my Asian cooking, so I went and researched a bit. And from the Normandy region, they've got a beautiful coastline. They use a lot of seafood. They use scallops in particular. They've got beautiful apple fields, so I managed to find a bottle of Normandy cider.
Yeah, it's good
so
cider.
I'm making a little bit of a sauce up with some cider, with some apple juice, and a bit of the pork juices.
Look, I mean, the key thing for me is all those flavours got to jump out. So if you're using cider, it's got to be sweetness, it's got to be apple.
Sure.
The cauliflower puree's got to be smooth as silk. Scallops, if
smooth.
you overcook them, I'm not interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks,
All right.
thanks, guys.
Filippo.
Yep.
Italian, French, your strengths. What are you cooking today? This you should be absolutely your happy place.
I'm doing
yeah?
the pis saladier. I'm going to finish it off with some basil and some fresh herbs. So I'm just about to put it in the oven. I've also got some bread underneath here, walnut and just a little baguette. And I'm just trying to struggle with the cherry pitta at the moment so I can get the seeds out to make a quick clafouti. And if I've got time, I'll put that up as well.
Filippo, you've got to think about what you're really going to put up. Do you really need to do all 3 dishes? One dish that blows us away is what we want, not 3 average dishes. That won't get you through, mate.
Okay.
Just thinking, okay?
You still got time.
Thank you.
This is a fabulous challenge to sort out those final 12, to find out which 6 go through into the top 24.
Who do you love? Emma, the macarons in the back of the room?
Oh, macaron, as soon as they came out of the oven, I saw them and I smelled them, felt them, tasted them. Fantastic.
Marione's so-called duck à l'orange.
Oh, when I saw what he was doing, I was really scared. But look, if he cooks it properly, and if he listens to us, you know, by rubbing it with some orange, a little bit of sugar, it will be okay.
Mindy blew us away in the auditions with that lovely char kway tiao. She loves Asian food, and here she is, stuck right in the middle of a French challenge. But I think she's doing okay. She's got a lovely belly of pork crackling up in the oven, and then she's playing around with a little side of sauce.
What I can say is this room smells absolutely magnificent, and I can't wait to see what these guys put up.
Yes, that is beautiful.
Deborah, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, George.
So what are you cooking? What's the dish?
I'm cooking a walnut and roquefort tart in a thyme pastry.
Nice.
And I picked up your trick of putting it on the extra tray, Gary, and I'm not quite sure if that's...
The extra tray?
You know, you said, yeah, put it on the extra tray, keep the heat in there when you put your...
Yeah, no, well, when you're baking, a tray is important because
okay, well, I've done
it
that.
serves a purpose, because it retains heat, transfers heat into the bottom of the tart.
Yeah.
Why is this a French dish?
I think it's my interpretation of a really classic French salad, which is a whitloaf, a pear, and a walnut and a roquefort.
It sounds all good now, but if that pastry's undercooked, boing.
Okay, I'm hoping.
15 minutes on the clock and I'm a bit stressed. I mean, I'm really not happy with how my macarons look. What you want in a good macaroon is for them to have like a little foot at the bottom. So I think I didn't rest this batch long enough for them to develop that foot. So I think with the macarons, it's just gonna all have to be about the taste because they don't look like traditional French macarons.
George just said to me, are you worried about anyone? And I said, everyone. Guys, 10 minutes to go.
10 minutes left, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that my fish, it's not gonna be overcooked.
Ow, oh, ooh. I just have to, that hurt a little bit. I just have to wait for my things to just bake in the oven. I have to take it out 2 minutes before and just plate it. That looks beautiful and delicious.
We'll see, eh? Jacques has suggested that I use a mix master, which just kind of pushes the flavour through without making it a murky taste at the end of the bouillabaisse. Oh, yum.
Can I have a taste?
Yeah, you sure can.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that yum?
That's awesome. Just season a little tiny bit more.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Putting a cover on it, mate, so that the top doesn't burn while the bottom continues to cook. It's not quite ready. I just want the underneath to be crisp because that's one of the pressure points. Finish it with nice fresh herbs and a little bit of olive oil and just hoping that it's not going to be too salty, otherwise I'm a dead man.
You must be feeling the pressure because we certainly are. Only 3 minutes to go.
Looking around, it is absolute chaos in the kitchen. There's people everywhere, there's just food everywhere. It's really super hot and everyone's under pressure. Yukio's just in a panic at the moment. He's just pouring with sweat and I just feel like I need to give him some water. I think he's going to dehydrate, he's sweating so much.
It's just really hot in here. It's not nervousness for first time, hey.
And did you do a diagram?
Oh, yeah, I have been. Had to.
I love that. That is good chefy kind of stuff, you know, a little bit of a plan, know where you're going. Brilliant. Then you can wash your hands with it at the end of the challenge.
So I've just chucked the oysters. I'm just now plating up bouillabaisse onto the plate. I'm going to pour the juice around the side and hopefully it'll impress the judges. It tastes amazing. So if they don't like it or I don't get through, it's not because the dish is bad, it's because everyone else's is so bloody fantastic.
Actually, I'm quite happy with that.
You're trying to work out how you're going to do that? OK, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please, George.
Get a round mould. Do not drop it. You hear me?
Yeah, I won't drop it.
OK, now pop your tart on there. OK. Gently tease it off. Gently, gently, gently.
This is
is wonderful. 1 minute to go.
Bravo, Yukio!
Hopefully, the inside is good.
I'm plating up the dish. I've got the duck ready to go. I've sliced it up, put it through the sauce and basted it. I'm just trying to think in my head now how I'm going to plate it up, make sure that it's perfect. The pate is going to be a problem. The way it's turned out is into a flat disc, and I wanted a round ball, and it's going to be covered in this gelatinous goo, and I'm really not happy with it, but it's what I've got.
10 seconds to go! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, look, I'm not confident at all. I've put the jelly on and it's just melted as soon as I've put it on the plate, so, oh well.
It's great. I feel really relieved. Hot and relieved and manic and stressed, but I'm really happy. I think it looks beautiful.
I'm a little bit emotional, just because I want it to be really good and I really want to get through, so I've got to stop crying in these challenges, but I really hope it's good enough.
Mindy, you happy?
I am happy. It was a challenge that was certainly a challenge to me. I love eating French food, but I've never really cooked French food before.
Okay. What's the dish?
It is called Support de Normandie, which is the taste of Normandy.
All right, well, let's taste. It's like a plating up lesson on its own, isn't it? Yeah?
Isn't it? It looks beautiful. Good work, George.
This is total harmony in a dish, in a French dish. That's exactly what I wanted to find. But the combination with your sofa cider, the pork, the scallops, and what you've done, which is even better, with these little mushrooms, it intensifies the texture of the scallop. But for me, it's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Mindy, for me, this is the best thing you've cooked in the competition so far.
Thanks, Matt.
Either way, if you go out on this dish, it's a great dish to go out on because you have nailed it. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mindy.
Thank you.
Kath, how did you go today?
I went well. I was pretty pleased with what I've managed to do, thanks to Jacques' comments. So it's a bouillabaisse. It's a traditional Provençal-style soup with a traditional rouille plus a non-traditional choux pastry biscuit.
Kath, will you help me plate this up?
I can try.
You know when you cook at home, is it just from ground to ceiling covered in
I want to know.
food?
I was going to ask the same thing.
No, is it just covered? Is there food? Does it take you weeks to clean up?
Funnily enough, no, I have my sous chef to do that for me.
Oh, that's unfair. Right, let's taste this.
Juice is beautiful, really beautiful. I can taste what I said to you, all the subtlety of all the different seafood you've put in there. I don't think the choux pastry work with that. It pumps up too much, but I like it.
Thank you very
Well
much.
done.
Thank you.
There's more hair on my plate than there is in my head, and I'm talking about muscle hair. Yeah? But you've got to clean the beard from the muscle. It's not nice to eat. In terms of flavour, you know flavour. You know where seafood comes from, and that's beautiful. That is lovely. Now we just got to give you a little bit of a cut and polish, yeah, and make you shine a bit more.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Mario, what have you prepared for us?
So it's a duck à l'orange, and I've also made a liver pâté with a toffee surrounding it and some steamed root vegetables. And there was also supposed to be some Grand Marnier jelly on there, but it melted into the sauce and kind of compromised my sauce. So I'm very disappointed.
Will this plate of food put you through to the top 24 today?
No, I don't think it will.
All right, let's find out then.
My parsnip is really hard.
Okay.
Makes it difficult to judge, but the duck breast is well cooked. It's still pink. The skin, you know, has been rendered, so it's crispy, and it's definitely orange. The pâté is probably one of the worst that I've seen.
To leave the competition today would be absolutely gutting. To have it just there and not get it.
When I saw you cooking this dish, I was a bit concerned. I told you, my reservations. What a surprise, my friend. I love it. I think your sauce is great, your duck is very nice, and what makes it for me is the asparagus, which tastes so good with the orange basis and the duck. One criticism only, your liver pâté is not necessary, okay? But the main dish, which is the duck à l'orange, is beautiful.
Merci beaucoup.
Karen, give us the dish.
This is choux à la rose, which is rose choux pastry or little cream puffs.
My criticism is the filling, the pâtissier, is too runny, and the whole dish is overpowered by the rose water.
Well, Keen, this challenge, how did you go?
Pretty good, I think. I was pretty happy with the dish, the way it turned out.
It's a real shame that you've overcooked that lobster, because that's the hero. And what I would have loved to have seen is more bisque, more of the soup, and better balanced.
Dom, what did you cook?
I've done a debone and stuffed chicken wing with a seared scallop and butter peas, and the sauce I've done is a albafuel sauce. I can't pronounce it well. It's with a chicken velouté base.
Albufera.
Albufera.
That's better.
There we go.
Sauce has this foie gras sort of pâté sort of flavour, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think one of the things we always look for when looking at people to go into the 24, it's not about age, it's about maturity. Do you think you've got the maturity to go on and to survive within that hot house that is the MasterChef kitchen?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm nervous about Jacques and the judges tasting my food. I'm not really sure if it's all going to be to their standard. They've got incredibly high expectations.
Now, on the board, you got a pizzoladia. What have you got next to it in a little pot?
It is a cherry clafouti.
You also made bread, and you didn't bring it.
When I thought about it much more closely, I had to agree with you that it was too much bread.
How about you cut up the clafouti? Yep.
Oh, pardon me.
All right, let's taste.
For me, that's not a clafoutis. Something is missing here. There is no creaminess that you need as a flan when you make a clafoutis. Go into the pissaladière. The flavor on top is lovely. So there is some good points and some bad points.
I love the fresh herbs, and I like that kind of almost focaccia-like bread base. The clafoutis is not a clafoutis, it's more like a cherry omelette.
Okay. I can sense some trouble already.
Oh, no.
There's only 3.
That was bad planning. Well, I think odd numbers of food look better on the plate.
They do, but you could have had one separate on another plate, just for Jacques Ramon.
Emma, what have you cooked?
I've cooked macarons with a salted caramel filling, a raspberry coulis, and a shortbread soil.
The macaron is not bad at all. It's quite good. I'm a bit disappointed by your caramel. And I don't taste the salt. Did you say salted caramel?
Yeah.
I can't see the salt.
Flavours you put together, I like. And what I like is the way you think about pastry. What I like is your passion about pastry. And what I like is sweet things, so I like it.
I'm feeling a bit unsure. You know, if it had been all really positive comments or all really negative comments, then I'd know either way. But at the moment, I think I'm sort of somewhere in the middle, so it could go either way as to whether or not I get an apron.
Roger, tell us what the dish is.
Guillotine of chicken. I've got a goat cheese stuffing and sauce vierge over the top.
I found that very sad when you've put this goat cheese inside a galantine. Yeah. I don't like that at all.
Now, Harvey, what's the dish?
It's beef bourguignon, or my take on beef bourguignon.
It's very disappointing. You destroy that completely.
Yep.
I'm quite terrified because normally I always taste my dish before I present to the judges. Since it is en papillote and it is luteed, I won't get to taste or check the doneness of the meat. And that does quite make me nervous.
Yukio, what have you cooked for us?
I made a red snapper en papillote, and I made a luteed scallop.
Yukio, this is a big deal, you know. This is your last chance. Have you done enough?
I believe I did my best, and I believe I tried to apply everything that I have learned so far.
How about you plate up, Yukio? Because you're going to snip the bag and do all that stuff. So what's the name of this scallop dish?
This is a luteed scallop.
Because should you be able to eat that bread?
No.
No?
No.
Julienne looks good.
Right, let's taste. Looking forward to it, Yukio.
Thank you.
Your papillote of the fish is working really nice.
Yes.
You need more juice.
More juice, yes.
But the principle
Yes.
is good. The scallop is a bit of a disaster.
Yes.
You've made a straight hazelnut bataine with some lemon juice, and the two elements don't work together, okay?
The fish is a little bit overcooked and there's a bit of a flavour clash there. But in principle, a great idea. Well done on the julienne vegetables.
Thank you very much.
Yukio?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
if I get an apron today, I'll just go running around crazy, I think. But yeah, that'll just be really amazing, wouldn't it? Just absolutely amazing.
Deb, tell us exactly what's in that tart.
I've made a tart with roquefort and walnuts, and it's in a thyme pastry. And then on the side, I've got the whitloaf salad, but instead of having a fresh pear, I've actually poached the pears and served them with some lemon zest and chervil.
Do you want to serve the salad?
Yes, I'd love
Might
to.
as well.
Looks beautiful.
It does, doesn't it?
All right, let's taste.
It's a marvelous interpretation of this roquefort salad. It's very clever to have separated the two elements. It actually works better this way. I love your pastry. It's just friable. It's just melting in the mouth. It's just wonderful.
I'll just add a ditto to that, because I think that's absolutely beautiful. Love it. Really simple, really clean.
You've got freshness, you've got texture, you've got acidity, you've got saltiness. It's a beautiful dish. Well done.
Thank you very much. Jess.
Good
Thank
job,
you,
Deborah.
Thank you. That was great. It was so positive. There was nothing wrong.
I couldn't think of a better way than choosing a French theme to pick 6 to go through into the top 24. And I think we've done that. We've seen some good dishes, and we've seen some not so good dishes. But all I can say, on behalf of us, Jacques, thank you for taking your time out of your restaurant.
It's been a pleasure. It's
Coming
been
in.
good fun.
Waiting for the final decision, I'm feeling very, very nervous because I know that one of my dishes was absolutely terrible.
This was your last chance to cook your way into the top 24. We asked you to cook the finest French dish you could to impress one of the best French chefs in this country, Jacques Ramond.
Right, the moment of truth. If I call your name, please step forward. Deborah. Deborah, yours was the best dish of the day. You managed to capture not just the technique and the flavours of France, but also its very soul. Well done.
The next person is... Filippo. Filippo, we know you're a good cook. There's no doubt about it. You love it. You love making bread, although there's a limit to how much bread you can make. But what saved you today, what put you in the 24, was that beautiful salad here. Beautiful caramelised onions, lovely balance of saltiness and sweetness. Well done.
Thank you.
The next person to receive a MasterChef apron is Mindy. Mindy, you captured the flavours of Normandy. You captured that succulent pork, the apples and the scallops.
This is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you.
3 down and 3 to go. 3 more spots in that top 24 and off to Sydney.
I want one of those aprons, probably more than I've wanted anything else in my life. You know, I've really driven to get one of them, and I hope today is my day.
This MasterChef apron belongs to Kath. Kath, what you gave us today packed so much flavour. It was delicious.
I can't believe it. Absolutely gobsmacked. Thank you very, very much. I can't... Whew.
Just 2 aprons left. 2 places in that top 24. 2 places to catch your dreams. This penultimate apron goes to Mario.
Oh, I'm seriously in shock. I thought it was a goner with that pate. I really did.
The flavour of the sauce was beautiful. You cooked the bird wonderfully well.
We have 23 of our top 24 through to the MasterChef kitchen. That means 1 apron, 1 spot left. This was not an easy decision. The final person through to the top 24 is Emma. Feel good?
I just can't believe it. This isn't happening to me.
Is it going to be like this all the way through?
Stop it! We're all going to cry.
George?
I'm not crying.
I need to get my tear ducts removed or something.
Well, that's it. Congratulations. You 6 are through to our top 24. Well done. Take your place.
Finally made the top 24 and I'm feeling ecstatic. I can't believe it. I can't wait. I can't wait to share it with my family and friends.
Well, you 6, I'm sure you can say you've been on some kind of journey, some kind of roller coaster, and I'm sure you've made some great friends and had fun. But right now, it's time to say goodbye.
See you guys.
See you guys.
I feel extremely disappointed and sad. However, I know that this is just the beginning, and it's maybe fate's way of telling me that there's a different path for me.
Just want to point something out. You are our top 24 for MasterChef 2012.
I'm not settling for top 24. I'm going to keep going further and further, and hopefully I'll be the next MasterChef.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
You have dreamed of this. So welcome to the MasterChef kitchen.
For the country's top 24 amateur cooks, the MasterChef journey begins.
I am ready. Bring it on.
In their first challenge, they must put themselves on a plate in a mystery box
I'm nervous, I'm not focusing.
and put it all on the line for a shot at immunity.
It's a big risk to take.
There's risk and then there's stupidity.
As they leave the safety of their home kitchens behind.
From now on, good isn't enough. You've got to be great.
If you continue to do this, then you won't last long in the competition.
This has to be right. Otherwise, my confidence in the cuisine I love is gone.
And as a massive week of Australia's biggest cooking competition continues.
Ready to rumble? You're up against one of Sydney's best chefs and 2 of his chefs.
If you let it crumble now, disaster.
This is starting to really piss me off.
Something needs to happen here. You are not going to be ready.
That's cold and they're not happy with it.
Seriously, disaster.